What's up, everyone? I'm Green Bean, and I'm back with more Mythgard. I gotta say, I've been enjoying this a lot so far. I know the story content has only been tutorial stuff, but this game seems like it has a decent variety of different kind of content, which makes me happy, because I always feel like that's something that a lot of games kind of don't these days. But I like that there's a story for PvE, there's a story mode, a puzzle mode, a draft mode, and just you can beat up AIs, and then there's a bunch of PvP modes, most of which I haven't unlocked yet, but I also don't care, because I probably won't. Like, the only one that actually really has my interest is, like, Melee, like a 2v2. That actually sounds pretty fun if I could get another friend, like, grooving into this game. Regardless, I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and just get right back into it.
Athens,
Let's continue to learn this
the vampire court, where Ixion the betrayer rules with bloody hands.
Bring me more.
I don't want to.
I don't care what it costs. I want more God's blood, and I want it now.
Spelled blood with a U instead of two O's. That's how you know he's a cool vampire.
The Valkyrie.
I had a weird moment. I thought this was like an
approaches
interactable
already,
screen.
Lord Ixion. Even now, she bludgeons her way to your doorstep.
Enyo, go discuss our dealings with the Storm Daughter. And get me more.
Very intensive vampire.
In the courtyard below, Ingrid opens negotiations.
Yeah.
You learned something about the storm today. You learned that one way or another, I get what I'm owed.
Very good at
You
negotiating.
learn that when
I
a
can
rider
see.
dies, the storm breaks you.
I mean, I will say the art for this has been pretty cool, though. That's another appreciable thing. Like, I know it's all just pretty much stills, but that's fine. I think that works for this sort of card game, video game. Oh, I'm fighting this person that I was, like, strangling? For some reason, that didn't occur to me. I thought I had already killed them. Because they kind of seem pretty boned in the cutscene. Let's see, okay, so probably want to start with that grease monkey. This one's pretty good. Gets 1-1 when one of your other Valkyrie minions dies. That's not bad. I don't think I need 2 Valkyrie Tufts. I'll get rid of one of those and then play a Grease Monkey.
Need a wrench?
I mean, it is the tutorial, but I am also super new, so sorry to anyone watching who is into this game if I make any, like, super, like, awkward misplays. I think I usually say stuff like that, but I don't know. This is one of those, I do, like, legit. Like, I can see this game seems like it should have a lot of, potential strategy stuff, so it's definitely the sort of game I would personally want to, like, do good on. Admittedly, I almost wonder if I should have not thrown that one away, because presumably this guy's gonna try and kill my he probably will not try. He probably will kill my grease monkey. I could have honed her, though. No, the AI is not that smart. I guess that's to be expected for tutorial land. Actually, I wonder if we're still, because it hasn't brought up any tutorial stuff so far. I guess I'd consider this tutorial land still, though. Another Valkyrie Tough. Let's get rid of you. Change for... Actually... I'd be a little inefficient, because... Mostly because I just don't want my healer to die. Smack this dude. Take a little bit of damage, he'll get some life back, but that's okay. And, go for them heals. The AI does seem to take a moment to make its decision, but that's okay. If anything, maybe that's for the best. I feel like I've played a lot of games with AIs that, really, like, they're very instantaneous, which is fine. I mean, obviously, if anything, that's how you want it to be, but, it's funny seeing an AI instantly make, like, the dumbest decision possible. On their turn, they're like, yes, my plan is to do this thing that will kill me. It's a good plan. Let's see. 2-2 in regen, 3 in overrun gets when one of your other Valkyrie minions dies. I think this one's better, and I can threaten this.
Bone to run.
I don't think I have a lot of reason to keep... I mean, I kind of do, but I don't really want to spend the cards. I don't think I'm going to build more mana this turn. That's still something I find an interesting balance idea, and I think I said it before, I feel like card draw is really strong in this game. That is actually one of my... I mean, that's my only real concern at the moment. Having played it so far, I like it a lot, but I feel like, power creep is just always a worry for any of these games. Alpha Strike, Frenzy, Life Tap. That's a lot of things this dude's got. Alpha Strike. Strikes and deals combat damage before a minion with... Okay, so that's... So he has First Strike and Double Strike. And he has Life Tap. So, okay, so he would just win at the moment. That being said, she can presumably do this to herself. So now she's fine. Let's see, what do I got? Valkyrie Enforcer. Return a minion in the opposite lane to its owner's hand. Oh, okay. I don't think I really need to do that this turn, but that's cool. Alright, overruns, I mean, that's not bad. Especially with the other kind of things I have. I think I'll put you down.
See you in Valhalla.
Okay. Couldn't have yeah, no, that would have just been +3 damage. I was having a moment. I was like, I couldn't have won that turn, could I have? I mean, I could have if I could have played literally all of these cards. Oh, okay, the double strike doesn't go off like I thought it did. I wasn't sure if it was, like, if he got both. Okay, so Frenzy... So it's not that effective. I mean, First Strike's pretty good, but so... He gets the first strike, he gets one of his hits first, and then he hits at the same time as my unit. So that's pretty whatever. Either way. Woo! You won't, we didn't. Victory! Sick loot. A skilled activist? Okay, that's kind of funny, actually. So far, I also, another thing I'm liking is this game's style. I think it's very readable.
One of mine is dead, left beaten in a parking lot.
Oh dear, such sorrows. The Demon King wants the god's blood that you owe, and then he wants more.
Tell your junkie king that he gets more when I have more to sell. And pay me for the loss of my rider, plus the blood she was carrying.
You deny my king?
I want my money.
Something tells me that the king didn't actually do this, given what's happening, but I guess in the end of the day that doesn't matter. And I know that the statement of "it's very readable" doesn't sound like much of a compliment, but I feel like... I guess I feel like it is, because I feel like a lot of, and I'll take it out of your hide if I have to. I feel like there's a lot of, card games these days that lack readability. And I guess what I mean by that isn't that they lack the ability... Some of them even do lack the ability to really tell what a card effect does before it happens, which this game doesn't have. I really appreciate that. But more so, I feel like there's a lot of games I've played where the theming doesn't seem very consistent with... And I get it, like, even a game like Magic that can be true, but Magic's also been alive for about as long as I have. Maybe even longer. So Magic the Gathering kind of can get away with that a little bit. But I still feel that way even about some new card games I'll play, where sometimes I'm just like, I look at their, I'll look at what they offer, and I'll kind of be like, I just don't... I don't know, I just feel like I won't really understand what the kind of theming of the game is. Like, they'll have just so many different things thrown at the wall, but this game, so far, I feel like the different factions seem to have decent theming with their cards. Like, I've seen a lot of vampire cards, I'm like, that makes sense. And a lot of my cards seem to be very, like, have this very cyberpunk aesthetic, which is good. I mean, I like that.
Looks tasty.
Let's see, and yeah, so it's all been pretty solid. I probably don't think I want 2 demolition speedways. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't think I need 2 of them. Especially given, well, I can play one for a blocker and one for an attacker. I think I said this before, the one thing I'm hoping for story mode, well, I'm back and forth on it, because a part of me wants to play a story mode, oh, Swift does, I also just realized Swift doesn't gives an additional move action each turn. Interesting. Lurker and Agile. Gets -0, -4, and Lurker during your oh. Huh, interesting. So during his turn, he's, presumably, 4/4. Agile. Can attack any of the 3 lanes, ignoring blocking restrictions. Okay, well, that doesn't seem too hard to get around for my... yeah, right now I think I have a pretty good chance of just not needing to deal too heavily with that. I think I can get rid of the Enforcer safely. Let's see, the Demolition Speedway sounds interesting. God's Blood also, 2/2 and regen. Sounds good, I think I'm gonna go with that. Boop. Actually, I guess I don't really need the regen, but... Interesting. I kind of somehow hadn't realized that. So, when they say a move action, they actually mean it. I can maneuver my pieces. That's another pretty cool thing that I can't say I think I've really seen a lot in any kind of cards game before, where you can, like, actively move your units around. Not that you seem to be able to move them very far, but, you know, it's neat that you can shift them around very, you know, normal tabletop-like. It's when another of your Valkyrie, all your other minions have +1/+1. I currently have 3. 5 health to a minion and draw a card. Okay, card draw. So I do want to try and use that when I can. I think for now, though, Get her in for a blocker, and just back. Oh no, what's he gonna do? For a moment I thought he was gonna, like, do an actual relevant thing. What's this guy? Deadly. Well, he has a lot of things. Okay. Deadly gets +1/+1 when another minion dies. Arrow, if she has 8 or more health, empower with Frenzy and Immortal. Okay, so... Deadly destroys minions when dealing any amount of damage to them. Utility action cost. Drag down activate abilities can be used the turn it... Okay, so it needs a turn and a thing. Empower can be activated to trigger once to improve minion. Frenzy can attack twice per turn, and Immortal cannot be damaged and immune to destroy effects. So, Immortal does what you would think it would do. That's kind of spooky. I actually think I have an easy way to deal with that. If anything, I'm tempted to... In fact, could I just win doing... I could sure as heck deal a lot of damage. I don't know about winning this turn, but I can. Boop. Okay, I don't have enough to do 2 on any of these. So... let's boop buff you, because I don't want to spend all of them, and there we go. I'm willing to take a hit. Because of balancing reasons, I'm sure Deadly unit doesn't mean
Looks
deadly
tasty.
to me, so it's going to not deal that much. Oh, hey, that's a new card. What was that? Your minions have life tap and demise. Draw a card until they life tap. The controlling player gains life equal to combat damage dealt. Okay. Demise. Interesting, interesting. Either way, another easy victory. I guess I really am pretty much out of tutorial land. It's enough flirting, let's chat. Oh yeah, so as I was kind of saying earlier, part of the reason that I'm actually kind of fine with the fact that like, I wouldn't mind if the game gets into deck builder for story content. That would be kind of neat, but I don't know, after how that worked out in Shadowverse, I'm kind of okay if the game also just doesn't do that, because I feel like Shadowverse kind of, slogged itself down a lot, because the story battles got actually really hard, especially if you didn't want to pay money for the game. Jotun Shatterfist, Fragile 1, Overrun, gets a... Interesting. Okay. Big beefy dude. Pushy Oni. You may move a minion in the opposite lane to any unoccupied enemy lane. But, and that wasn't, like, very early on in that game, but...
Slay me if you must, daughter of storms, but none here killed your rider.
How do you know?
No one loyal would block the blood trade.
Every gang has a doubter. Who's yours?
This information buys my life.
Let's find out.
But yeah, as I was saying, that was a big problem in Shadowverse, and it was kind of a weird, like, not always kind of problem, because certain characters you could, like, if you got lucky, you would get a lot of good cards for them, and they would have a breezy time through story mode. But if you're like me, you want to play story mode with all of the characters, it kind of gives you all the perspectives on the story. But the game has, like, 7 different or like 8 characters or something. Maybe it's just, I don't know, it has a bunch of different characters, and you have to build, they all are like a different faction basically, and they have different cards, so you have to build all these different decks, and if you're not lucky and you only have crap cards for certain factions, well, then you're just screwed, because the story mode enemies are scaled to be kind of pretty tough, like, probably to incentivize buying cards, if I'm gonna be honest. Shadowverse is a very mobile-feeling game because it is a mobile game, but I don't know. I know I keep talking about that. I guess just because it's the last trading card video game that I got, like, tried to get super into, that kind of felt like a little bit like this. But obviously, as I've already said, I also like that this game doesn't feel nearly as much like just literally Hearthstone. But I'm repeating myself, and we should keep moving. So let's see.
The Oracle at Delphi, font of wisdom and seat of Apollo. In one world, a broken ruin. In another, a thriving temple.
They've really let this place go.
Mortals run rampant now. You
Oh,
underestimate
cool.
their
We're
reach.
going back to...
Places like this must be hidden away. If not, they'll end up polluted or destroyed.
Alright then. Time to ask for directions. I see a long road. There's a dead girl and she's walking around in a city that isn't there. That's
strange.
What the?
Oh,
Ben!
jeez.
No denizen of the underworld shall profane these grounds!
Oh yeah? Well, no bird girl is going to squash my dog.
I mean, that's fair. I don't want anyone to squash my dog. Bird girls are cool, though. Percy and Fen. Oh, Fen's, like, in my party now. Interesting. Unworthy eyes may not gaze upon the Oracle. I'm actually
This
glad.
isn't so bad. I'm calling him Fen, and we're teaming up. For now. My cards are red, and his cards are blue. If I burn a few cards of each color, I should be able to use any card I draw.
Oh, so that's the part of the point of the mana. I still hadn't figured out the point of the two systems, the gemstones and the mana. So you can have, so one, it actually works a little bit like Magic. You can have multicolored decks. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so, I should start off with red because I can actually play, well, funny enough, I don't really have any real turn 1 plays now that I look at it. Oh, Ruins of Delph. Well, occupied, you draw an dude, I need to get that occupied. It's really unfortunate that I super lack any kind of, relevant anything I can do this turn. I will get rid of one of these muses, I guess. No, get down there, dead idiot. Just die. I don't need you yet. I'll need a different one of you later. But anyways, so far liking that about stuff. I didn't expect that. That was it's fun to learn that we have multicolored decks. That's a fun thing to teach the players. And also, I like that some of the story mode things are, you know, like they have special tiles just already in play. I like that idea a lot. Minions in the opposing 3 lanes are immobile. I don't know if I really care about that. Actually... that being said, I don't have a lot of minions I can play yet either. I think I'll go ahead and get rid of this, actually. Anyway, so far, I know I've been talked up a lot. I just like this game. I generally really do like card games. It's just, I feel like a lot of recent card games haven't really caught my attention, or ones that have are just so PvP focused that there's literally nothing for a player like me, because I'm not much of a PvP player, to be honest. I have, like, just super nothing against PvP, or anyone who's into PvP. I just don't really play PvP central games very much, to be real. I kind of want more, red. It seems like most of my red cards cost more. Then we can get this guy here, so I can start getting some cards. Amnesia, your minion suppressed. Okay, so this is the one I'm putting on top of my deck. Man, I kind of don't care that much about any of these. I guess Forlorn Spirit, just because I want more monsters to play. But, yeah, I've actually, like, I've even been dabbling in a lot of deck building games because I love card games a lot. What'd you do? Shuffle a minion back into their owner's deck. I gotta say, this Harpy girl doesn't seem like she's doing a whole lot, which I'm not gonna complain about. I mean, that's good for me. Let's see. Let's get this Ensnaring Serpent out. That'll be another beefy boy. And, you know, I care so little about this Forlorn Spirit, I'm actually gonna sacrifice her to the Shadow Realm. But maybe that's what, green is all about in this game, is, throwing back. Oh, I see she's green and red. Oh.
Do you dream?
Mobile. A minion in the opposite lane is stunned until Night Hag leaves play. So she can't move, and, stunned is what you would assume. They can't do anything. That makes sense. Alright, I don't really seem to have any great immediate responses. I think I'm gonna throw down... This horse seems interesting, but I think for now I'm actually gonna throw down one of these muses, go for a little more card draw. I'm actually gonna burn my ignition. I think this, especially with the extra card draw, I'm gonna try and get myself in a, mostly because the extra card draw, I'm gonna get myself in a position where I can hopefully play 2 decent cards per turn.
What fuck?
Which, maybe, we have the same idea here. Oh, shoot. She made good use of that amnesia card. Rude. Another Forlorn Spirit. So an enchantment and or give a minion suppressed in an enemy lane. I don't really care about doing that. Okay, get rid of you. And I'll play my big horse. My big mechanical unicorn horse that is just, nobody could ever handle it. Who could what force of nature could handle a giant mechanical unicorn? Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Which sucks, because I'm not going to get card draw this turn.
Learn your fate.
That being said, we are still playing footsies on the field, which, man, is just something I'm so hyped about. That feeling of actually playing footsies on the field. That probably sounds weird. I don't know if you can even really call, like, stuff in this kind of game, but that's just, I'm going to call it that. And, nobody can stop me. Let's see, can attack any of the 3 opposing lanes, Lurker, must attack other minions, and life tap. Okay, so I really want to get rid of her because that annoying life tap. Got it, got it. And this guy's already gone off, that's fine. You down for the count. You in here, and I'll actually get rid of this so I have some blue mana or blue gemstones to my name, so I can get one of these down too.
You trespass.
Oh wow, I could play a mini tour. I will. I don't think at this point I need too much more mana, and just having something I can finally start smacking him for smacking her 4 sounds good.
The way is closed.
What'd you suppress? Oh, you suppressed my, that thing. And then you... Oh, wait. Okay, you were attacking with something. I was good. At first I was like, did you just suppress something and then not hit with it? I'm confused why sometimes things are, like, grayed out like this. Oh, that must... Maybe that's just because it could be, Nah, I don't understand. Whatever. I'm gonna get one of this here Muse dude out.
What fuck?
Come
And
play.
I'm just swinging in. Top 4 cards. I can't deal with that. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. Fuck that guy. I gotta say, these, Dars the Forest, pretty good. I'm always a fan of, beefy things with First Strike. At this point, I think I pretty much just... Oh, okay, the AI didn't... I was like, I pretty much just control this side of the field. So, unless they got something, which they did. I don't know if they got enough, though. Let's see. Lurker, you lose... I don't think that really matters that much. Unfortunate, I don't really have any canines to jive with that guy, my Sons of the Pack. So I want to kill. I could kill her, swing in. I don't really care about that. Kill that more efficiently. Not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna use that on you, so that you can just die. Honestly, I don't think I care that much. I'm gonna save it. I mean, I know I didn't deal any damage this turn, but whatever. I'm never sure, like, what's the... I'm always a little bad with that. I will say I don't play a lot of, like, direct damage decks because I'm never sure... Like, I always like saving my damage cards for minions, but I don't know if that's, like, really the play. Oh, hey, sick, I got another doggo. Piercing. Damage dealing cards with piercing, ignore armor. We haven't even seen armor yet, but that sounds pretty cool. And actually, it was a good turn to get this card. Here you go. Hey, you. Fuck out of here, idiot. I guess I didn't even really need to save my horse from dying, but it made me feel better. And really, isn't that what card games are all about? Rune of Denial. Destroys enchantment and or gives minions suppressed in an enemy lane. Oh wait, we saw those. I didn't read that. I haven't seen this one. Red Cliffs. When a minion is created here, deal 1 damage to minions in the opposing 3 lanes. While this enchantment is occupied, enemy minions have Rush suppressed. I'd have to check what Rush does. I don't know how I feel about that one. The damage thing is kind of neat. I don't know if Rush is that relevant.
Wow. I know you're not a normal puppy, but you don't even have a scratch.
I've been feeling stronger. I'm remembering more.
Nice. Probably.
You're not really reassuring me here.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, I got enough from the Oracle. Maybe. The next stop is some sort of invisible city and a dead girl.
I
know it's to the east, but I'm not sure how we get in. And me talking to the dead, well, let's just say it's complicated.
If we can get close enough, I can follow a scent into the city.
Can you? I mean, I guess you're a dog. Oh, that kind of makes sense. I don't know, regardless. I actually, I will say this part felt like it moved a lot slower than last one, probably because of the fact that I'm playing for realsies now, so I have to actually, strategize out my movements, once again, hopefully not agonizing, but I honestly did enjoy this. I'm probably gonna do a full, I wasn't sure at first, I just had heard of this game recently, but I think I'm gonna do a full playthrough of the story mode. I think this game is pretty cool so far. And I am also glad, I was a little worried when it cut away from these two, the girl and the dog, that, like, wouldn't come back to them. I was worried or at least wouldn't for a while. I was worried the story would get really disjointed with, like, a lot of characters. So I'm glad to see that isn't happening. I'm actually glad we're getting back to them and experiencing more of their story. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.